Hello, Hexicans. How's it going? This is Hex, the Crypto Sparbuch Show. My name is Ellen. With me is Patrick, the Hex Lion. And we have a new interview partner for you guys today. Really exciting topic.
It's not a new interview partner. We already had him on the show. Hello
Yeah.
to everybody from my side as well. But I'm sure you all know him. And today we are talking again with KARIM. And today we are talking specifically about the new features of the Stake app and how a no coiner can use it. So hello, KARIM.
Exactly. KARIM the Dream, you're muted. You have to
there you go.
click the mic. How is it going?
Glad to be here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfect.
Fantastic. Excited to be here. We have some great things to discuss. So again, thanks for inviting me back on the show. So
yes, thanks for coming on that fast, because we talked like yesterday evening, and here you are already. And yeah, thanks that you made it, because I know that you have a pretty busy day at the moment.
Absolutely. But I think the key is like I tell my friends all the time, productivity is key, right? So I wanted to come on quick because we're already getting a great traction and continue to fight misconceptions and things that people do not know or thought they heard about. So the sooner you get to address those, the better it will be, because it will help towards that onboarding too, right? Because I've been on a mass spree on that. We're going to talk about that today, but also I'm also a very busy person, right? I have work to do and stuff like that. So the sooner we spread the message with the community, the better we will do, and the more people will be effective, because you don't want to be left behind when the price basically decides to go and leave you behind. So
exactly. So KARIM, please tell us, what have you done lately? The last couple of days, I saw you on Twitter. You had your own promo for the Stake app. Can you explain what you did there and how did it go?
Good. I think that's a great way to start. So again, the promotion started a little bit after my birthday-ish. So you're looking at what, week and a half, almost 10 days. So it's just getting started. But I've talked to roughly over 50 plus people already, just to kind of let that sink in, just interacting between the two promotions, because there's two going on, and specifically related to the Staker app, about 30 people, because as you know, there is the Hoodie Promotion that I did as well. And then there is a special Staker app promotion as well that I wanted to do, because I wanted people to see, once again, how amazing the app is, how amazing it is for us in terms of onboarding, but understanding the value long term, right? Paid forward, which is basically what Hex is all about. Not just be caught up with the little details of today, but understanding the future valuation. And a lot of those people not only coming back thanking me, but they were just very excited because they've heard rumors, they've heard misconception, but when they use the app, when they see what's going on, when they realize that it's a one-time fee, when they realize that especially the end staking, you can pay that out of the profit of the actual stake. And as you heard me say many times, this is long-term. We're perfectly positioned. We're not traders. So gas fee might be high relative to what it used to be, but I've also explained for those who watched the previous live stream about how if you think it's bad now, it's going to get even worse over time, and understanding that it's a one said and done. So that is kind of huge. So talk to about 50 people, about 30 related to the Staker app, because some people also reach out knowing that, oh, this is the price, boom, they just wanted to pay for their own wallet. But basically, they wouldn't have done so have they have not know what the price is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then direct referral about 15, 16, because again, some people did their own. And then also towards the hoodies, you know what I mean? Those who complete the verification, because I'm just straight up to the point, like they already received their hoodies. And shout out to them if they're in the chat right now, listening or watching, because they got their confirmation quick. So another, 15-ish hoodies already went out to people. Because once we verify, you went through the process, easy peasy. Some people were just so happy to say, hey, you know what? I FOMO in and bought my own hoodie already.
Okay, KARIM, so you said there were two promotions. Can you talk about the promotions? What were they? And can people still get in?
Yes, they still get in, because, again, the good news is some people who won were kind enough to just say, hey, you know what? I got the whole thing. Leave that for the next guy, whatever. So it starts by going on the Twitter. So it's linked to the wallet, because imagine you're a brand new Hexican. You can't do a stake if you don't already have a wallet to begin with, right? So on my Twitter profile, there's a Staker app link, Ref ID link that you click in order to then download the Staker app. because what I wanted people to realize and understand is this is how I can go back with, Staff of Firebond, that and the email that they use to log in, which is email of your choice. I can say, hey, this person, this email address, please turn them on. I want this guy to go, boom. And it happens within minutes. Because some people thought when they download the Staker app, oh, I have it already. They didn't realize that they're barely utilizing only about 20 to 30% of the functionality. And then when it got turned on, they were like, whoa, this is amazing. This is next level. This is all in one. Usability, all this other stuff. So they got to see that although they thought they downloaded the app, they didn't actually, because you were only getting a partial of the full functionality. So that was number one. Number two, understanding the signing process, because you have to sign in with an email. That's how you can request the smart wallet. And because I've had people that are like 100% anonymous, which you can be. I want to make that very clear. There's no, again, another misconception. Oh, my ID, my this, my that. No, you can create a brand new email, literally. Brand new email, no whatever. You click the ref link, download the Staker app, create a brand new email, use that for the login. You give that to me, and then I send it in, and it gets turned on. It's only used for the signing process primarily. So people want the promotion stay completely, totally anonymous. And that's why some of them didn't even wanted the hoodie, so to speak, because they didn't want to send the address or whatever, which is fine. But again, for me to send it to you, I gotta have an address and stuff. So
of course you need to verify that this is legit,
Exactly. But it goes to show for those who, and by the way, I'm talking about people that move big money, like, you know what I mean? And those are excluding from my direct referral, my personal friends, because the 50 people is a combination of people that have reached out to me on Telegram, on the WhatsApp, that's my close friends, and also directly through Twitter, because some of my Twitter followers are not on the Telegram, right? They just reach out to me directly on Twitter. So it just goes to show it's easy, it's awesome. They didn't have to pay anything. They just onboarded and then ready to roll. So this is really what this is about, to show people how in a matter of literally less than 10 days, really 50 plus people, it shows the potential. You know what I mean? And I'm coming up with even more update, because again, this is what I do. I understand marketing, but also as a professional, if you show enough a good enough deal, onboarding will happen. So when people say, oh, it's this, it's that, and they only focus on the negative, I focus on I said on many streams, right? Consistent. How can I, right? Some people like to focus on problems. I like to focus on solution, and I like to focus on creating network effect. That's what I use the perfect example of my personal friends, which is what I mainly do this, because my real referrals, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. I know who to talk to. I mean, like you said, I have the record so far, you know what I mean? 75K on the Staker app. So for those who are saying, oh yeah, the ID, no, it's nothing, right? It's literally today, it's a net loss because it's an investment, because just like HEX, I see the compounding value. People are happy. People are using the app. They're realizing, wow, HEX is next level. Because with Staker app, it's all in one. I can walk around. I can do what I want to do. I can help my friends. I can create more onboarding. I can create more network effect, right? And
Karim, you say like it's next level, and then I would like to ask a question here, because what I learned in the last years when it comes to the crypto market, the safest way for long-term holding is a hardware wallet. If you only have access to your keys offline, so if your keys are only in the offline usage. And absolutely. I haven't done that much research in regards to the Gnosis Safe. So when it comes to a 15-year stake, over the stake cap, because do I need to take any precautions in regards of how to secure this private key, this seed phrase?
Perfect. I think, and that's a great way, and I'm glad you're asking that, because I want to start with that, because you know me, I always start, like I do my friends, security first and everything else, and then we can.
Of course, when it comes to 15-year staking, you need to talk about security first.
So first thing first, focus on that. Public service announcements for everybody. One of the great things that the Staker app already does is you can view multiple addresses directly in the Staker app. So I'm specifically first talking to all the OGs and people who already have a MetaMask wallet and or whatever setup they already have, MetaMask to private hardware wallet, all that good stuff. The one good thing is there's a section that says legacy. You can view all your wallet all at once. So it's literally no better than if you already have 3-4 MetaMask wallet. Look at it like there's no hindrance. You can view everything all in once. So that's number one. Number two, just like when you were doing MetaMask, because I like to use that as an example, because again, I'm not a security expert, but I use common sense, what works and what's safe. Just like I did with MetaMask, I did the same thing with my friend that I personally onboarded. And mind you, every single body that talked to me, that wasn't my close friend, so to speak, I used the same security model. I gave them some tips about, hey, make sure before we fund anything, do those steps. Make sure you do it like that so you're going to be safe. So just like with MetaMask, when that private key, that 24 seed phrase is generated, which is actually good to notice that it's 24, it's actually safer because I remember previous private key only being, 16 or something like that. There's
12,
more.
12.
Yeah, exactly.
MetaMask is 12 words.
Yep. So there's more words. So to me, logically also means more secure because there's more, probability, random generation. So
yes, that's true. The thing is like where are those words stored? Because with the thing with MetaMask, that's why I'm more recommending hardware wallets, because
yes. No, I'm going to get to that.
You have it in the background of the add-on. So
yeah, exactly.
Any different with StakeApp?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that too. But I just wanted to point out that it's a stronger seed because there's more words. That was the first thing that I realized that was pretty cool. Yeah. Number two is that just like with MetaMask, what I've recommended people to do, because that's what I did, is that I don't use any of the copy functions or anything like that. It's not stored digitally whatsoever. It's literally stop what you're doing, pen and paper first, old school. Write down the words because you have to write them in order. There's an order for that too. And then of course you can do many other things after that. You can do shamir, you can grave them in steel, whatever you might be. But in the very beginning, it's safely recording that information, not in the computer, because it's mainly for smartphones and stuff like that.
It's a good old pen. It's a good old pen.
Exactly. I don't care if you have the latest smartphone, which is great because I have a really nice smartphone. It doesn't matter. Even my friends that even use the iPad and stuff, because it works on the iPad too for the Apple user. No copy function, nothing. Pen and paper. That's what I personally recommend because that's what I did for myself and all my close friends. So you safely record that. And then the cool thing is, just like in MetaMask, it only asks you once. You set it up and then poof, and it disappears. It never asks you again. And I even say better than MetaMask, there is no button that says export private key. You see, to me, that's an additional safety mechanism because as you guys know, MetaMask, if the thing is unlocked or whatever, somebody can, hypothetically go and export, right? Narcissus doesn't do that. There's no option for that. So that's an extra safety, okay? Yeah. Because somebody can say, hey, I logged in and then block. No, it never.
Yeah, exactly. That was my security concern, yeah.
There you go. So you see that got saved. And then again, related to Stake app, they don't store the key. They have no idea whatsoever. It's totally safe. So from your legacy side, it's view only. So you can view your old wallets just to track everything all in once. Mm-hmm. And from the new wallet standpoint, there is no way to extract the private key. You save the thing safely. While I recommend pen and paper at the very beginning, just to make sure it's clean. So you don't have any worry whatsoever.
Good. KARIM, when it comes to the beginning, should I use a specific phone, like new generation smartphone? Do I need to take care, like which form of Wi-Fi I'm using? Does it need to be like my private one, or doesn't it matter if it is like a public one? If you do like the onboarding in some public places,
Yeah, that's a great point. So my recommendation on that is very simple as this. And again, I use common sense. I make sure that you can have the latest phone or not the latest phone. To me, that doesn't really matter. What really matters is that what is your interaction with the phone? For example, like for me, my work, I have my private phone and I have my work phone, right? And I did have some of my friends. I'm like, duh, you're not going to install Sticker app on the work phone. That doesn't make sense because it just externality. Sooner or later, you may have to return the phone. If it's something that's personal to you, just kind of like your personal laptop, install it there, not on the work phone. So something that you're going to have easily access to at all time, that you're not planning on returning anytime soon, or potentially that is not yours. You know what I mean? So if you have anybody, because it's true, some people have multiple phones. Anything work phone, don't do that. Private personal phone, it's great. And those who have Apple, as you guys know, Apple's very safe, this and that, whatever. So I would say the personal stuff is the key. And then because due to safety, when you sign in, the cool thing is when you signed in, you get to do your interaction, do all your swiping or whatever, and then you don't have to worry about somebody exporting the private key. So that's a very, very good. And then let's say you don't want to swap anymore, or you're done, you did all your stake, it never hurts to just sign out, which is the same thing like MetaMask, kind of like locking the thing. Make sense?
Yeah, but when I don't have a created smart address in the stake app, I only insert my Visa addresses in there. So is it then the same, or do I have to delete the wallet, or is there like a sign out button in the wallet?
So let's say an example where let's say years down the line you have a new device. Okay, that's what you're basically referring to. I call it.
Yeah, that would be my next question, because when it comes to 15-year stakes, I might change my phone
exactly
8 times.
Yeah, this will be perfectly answered with the new device analogy. So let's say you did everything right, it's all safe, boom, you got your 24 words safely still, whatever you use, and then one day you need a new device. What I will do, because again, it's years down the line, which is common sense to me, is that the new device, once you download the app, right? The stake app back onto the new device. This is when and again, I can only speak for me, but this is what anybody that asked me, I told them the same thing. I will disconnect the internet related to the device at that time, airplane mode, whatever you want to call it, no connectivity. And then I just open the app, and then only one time it's going to ask me, once I sign in, import the key. And that's when I will put in the key just once to activate, and that's it.
In the airplane modus. Okay. Is this also possible? Like when I download the app, it's already downloaded. Can I then go in airplane modus and then enter the app for the?
No. Well, I mean, because sometimes when you go to download, it needs internet to download the file. Makes sense? So technically, you need internet to access the Play Store. You know what I mean? So I'm not expert, but
when it comes, I go in the Play Store, I download the app. App is downloaded.
Yes.
Can I then?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And can I create my 24 seed word in the airplane modus as well? So like,
I'm not talking create. I'm talking about
only for the restore part.
Yes, because the secret when you create, because you're still connected to the internet, the secret about that is once you create, this is when the word just shows up on the screen. You don't use copy, you don't do anything, you just pen and paper, write it down. Mm-hmm. And then you put it, and then it disappears, and then that's it. So this is the reason why I don't use copy function and things like that, because like you perfectly just said, at that first time, you're still technically connected to the internet. So I like to be overly paranoid because for safety, things like that, just for peace of mind. So when you first do it, you just use the pen and paper, and then it disappears, and then you're done. When you do the import years from now on the new device, you download the app. When the app is downloaded, that's when you shut off the internet connection, and then you will do the import key because you already have the key. It's just so that it connects, and that's all you need. The same way, technically, have you had MetaMask installed, right? And then you get a new computer and you need to re-download MetaMask, right? The smartest thing to do will be once MetaMask is connected and then, install, and it asks you to put in the key, you will do the same thing. You will disconnect the internet, all that stuff, safely put the MetaMask key just to restore the MetaMask wallet. So I'm using the same thing.
Yes, I mean, I can put in the 12 words, but then I need to connect with the internet again until I press like submit or create.
But basically, what I'm saying is that it's at the very end, and when you get the new device, you're just making sure that there's no. Sure. My biggest worry is the spying key, spam word things that can copy what you're you know what I mean? This is the reason why I don't use the copy function. Nothing is stored in the memory, none of that stuff, and it's directly written from my piece of paper. So there's no other interaction. I'm literally just typing in the word, hit enter, done. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing copy, paste, control V, none of that stuff. None, mm-hmm. Zero, nada. Just typing, enter, done. Mm-hmm. To me, as a paranoid person, for security like that, it is the safest way. So that way, nothing can happen to you. Nobody gonna scare you or do all this and that. Now, because your keys has never entered the memory or the stage or whatever. Another cool thing about Stake App, which is why it's so good, is right there and in there, if you make a mistake or you forgot you want to change the email, you hit the back button, When you go back, it will generate a new 24. It's literally that safe because it just wants to show it to you once. And if you don't complete the process that exact time and you just hit the back button once, when you come back, there's a new key. Because it constantly makes sure that it's safely done. And again, there's an article for that. I can send it to you if you haven't read it already from Staker app. What's good? I have it.
Yeah, no, I have read it. Yeah, but as Fireban said in his last interview with Joe Exotic, he is like only 35% done with the stake app at this point. So
absolutely.
There are more and more features to come throughout the year.
Absolutely, next level. And because that, to me, that is the key. So to recap, especially those watching, again, you could be the most totally anonymous person. It works perfectly. You follow those steps. It's safely stored. The bottom line is you literally download the app. You sign in with whatever email of your choice. Could be a brand new random email just for the signing stuff. You send me that information, just the email you use. I find you in the system just to ref ID and email. And then I say, hey, this person, turn it on. Boom. As soon as it's on, I get back to you. And again, this is private DM. I get back to you. Boom, you're on, up and running. Now, if you choose to participate in the second promotion, which is the Hoodie Promotion, which to friendly remind everybody, it's 55,555 HEX minimum stake for the 15-year, the 555. Once you do that stake, the cool thing is you take a screenshot to me, again, also private DM, just so we can make sure. Because at first the stake goes pending, right? We have to wait. But usually, again, I like to believe that I talk with trusted individuals. So it's kind of stupid to have to pay the fee twice. Like you do the staking, it's pending, and then you take it out. That to me is just stupid, especially with those gas fee. But hypothetically, you do the thing. If the day rolls over or whatever, boom. And then that's when I ask the information, hey, where do I send the hoodie? And boom, I just send it. And then, shout out to people in the chat. They already know they got their hoodie coming. And I send you a confirmation. You see where it's coming and boom. Now, whether you choose to take advantage of the promotion or you want to remain anonymous, hey, KARIM, give it to somebody else or this and that, that is fine. You're the winner. You decide whatever you want to do. Again, that's the thing with me. I never try to tell people what to do. I show them the option. I say, hey, you qualify, you won. What do you want to do? You want to get the thing? Boom. This is what I need because I need to send it. You want to use a fake name? I don't care as long as the post office doesn't return the package. So because I don't want to hear oh, I won and KARIM didn't send me anything. Nah, we don't play games here. And I take screenshot just as a confirmation, just to know that it was sent. So you know it's there, and then boom, 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 you win. So again, talk to about 50 people. About 30 just related to the Staker app. Some of them, which is also cool, reach out to me and then just say, hey, how much is it? I'm going to pay for it. You see, that's what I talk about finding negative because some people find out, whoa, $60, that's it? Oh, wow, I wish I knew that earlier because I thought it was way more expensive. So we got to be very careful, especially when we come on stream about what we're saying and what we're talking about gas fee and this and that, like I talked about on the previous stream, because that can give a really negative connotation. Not understanding it's a one-time thing. And I use my friend as a perfect example, right? I onboarded him through Gemini, over $75,000. Well, 78 at first. We paid about $1,300 in fees in Gemini for the thing, but which is the lower than Coinbase. We send the money, the Ether, to the Staker app wallet, Gnosis. It got there. We did the swapping, and it was really awesome because at first we had to break down because there was a limit to the amount. You can only do 16K swap at once. So we had to break it down to 5. And the reason why I mentioned that, again, I mentioned it before, for disclosure, is like, you're dealing with professionals because Steph and Firebone, they refunded my
they prevent you for taking too much slippage.
And that too, but also because they knew what we were trying to do, we got refunded. That's very important. We got refunded the fee for and again, the staker fee, because obviously gas fee, it's the Ethereum blockchain, right? So it's nobody's whatever. But we got refunded the staker fee for the extra swap because the amount was too big. So technically, we only pay once. So 75K stake swap, whatever, and we only paid $200. So that is unbelievable. So because again, if you read,
okay, KARIM, let me stop you here. Let us talk a little bit more about the safety. I have a couple of questions before we go up to the new features you talked about. So one question about the safety is, what is if you lose your phone? Can you take your your seed phrase and put it into another phone with another app?
Yes, sir. It's called this is the new device option that I just made. So basically, you will get a new device, okay? Whether you lose your phone or you just upgrade to a new, better phone, whatever that is, you will get the new device. You will re-download the Staker app. This is when I recommend disconnect it to the internet after the thing is installed. Then that's when you will put in the key and import the key in, and then it just grabs it, turns it on, matches with the signing, and then you gold. And once
Is there also a option that like I can DM Fireban or Steph and say like, guys, this is my address. Can you please plug it for the next week?
Plug for what? No, because remember,
if my phone gets robbed or something like that, you know,
no,
or
they cannot, and they should not. Because remember, it's for extra safety. They don't have access to the key. It's blind.
Yeah, but they have the phone right now.
Huh?
But right now, like somebody who robbed my phone where Stake app is installed has my phone with Stake app on it, you know? Is it possible that can access it or?
But remember something too. This is blockchain. So the same rule apply, the rules of blockchain. Meaning, hey, if I got my MetaMask and it's unlocked and somebody steal my computer and get access to do whatever and then for whatever reason the computer is on and the MetaMask is unlocked, well, guess what? They're gonna do the swapping. So what I'm saying is we need to remember we're still talking blockchain here. That has nothing to do with Staker app. Too much is given, too much is tested. You want the anonymity, you want the extra safety, you want to make sure nobody else has access to your key, but you need to understand what that also means. This is the reason why I said if you have multiple phones or this and that, focus on the private one, the one that you're going to have for a while. If you do your swapping, you do your staking, you're done, guess what? Sign out. It's as simple as that. Because what you're talking about can easily be avoided if you sign out. Because if you sign out, how is the person gonna access and go and do all the other stuff? Make sense? So it's the same thing like locking in. Because for extra safety, they don't have access to your key or whatever because it's only given to you once. You just need to do the same thing you do with MetaMask. When you're done, just hit lock, and then that's it. So that way, even if your phone gets taken or this or that, you don't have to worry about it because you always locked it. And some people who have an Apple device, and again, I have an Android, but I've seen that for the Apple, and more features are coming in. Some of my friends, they have the Face ID and stuff like that. But just even to access the app, there's going to be so many more requirements. And again, that's what I use the analogy with Tesla. This is just basic. It's already very good, but more features going to come. More extra security levels are going to come. But they want
like two-factor authentication. I heard.
Exactly. But remember, you also have clients. You know, because that's what you got to look at it like a business. You got clients that don't want to be public, that don't want to be tracked, that don't want to be authenticated. They love the fact that it's just anonymous. They're just going to do it extra safe, and they're going to do what I just said, which is do your business. When you're done, sign out. That's it. So it's a double edge because some people will love that extra thing and don't care about, hey, this is my real email or whatever. But you have some other people that I don't want to be tracked. So we'll give them for both. And then for those who want to have that next level, it goes back to the recovery potential in the future with no safe, like, the friends, then the social recovery, all this other stuff that's coming. That's going to be an additional plus for those who want it. Keyword, those who want it. So just that's very important. So Abid, I hope that answers the question, but this is the key, the lock and unlocking. That's the key.
Exactly. So one more thing about the safety. What is to have in mind when using an internet connection? Should you just use your Wi-Fi, or is it okay to use an open Wi-Fi or the internet connection from your normal phone? What is there to keep in mind? Or maybe should you always use a VPN? Is that important for your safety?
Well, I mean, look at it in multiple. And again, full disclosure, I'm no expert. I just use common sense. So in my line of work. So I will always say anything that you don't trust, that you're not familiar with, you should always be careful, right? Like, oh, I'm at a cafe. Oh, open Wi-Fi, stuff like that, non-secure. Always be careful, right? I like at least my phone internet because it's connected to my SIM, my thing. It's at least there's some level of encryption and protection versus the open Wi-Fi where whoever has access can play games, right? The same way when I'm at my house, like right now, I use my own Wi-Fi that I pay for, which is secure, password protected. right? So it's just using that kind of common sense when you're about to do something important, meaning related to the key. The moment the thing is set up and the app is open and whatever, then yeah, whatever internet connection, you can do whatever, because there is no safety information, right? That is linked there that they can snack away from you.
Yeah, there is no seed in the background.
Exactly. This is when my friend, funny joke, my friend was like, oh yeah, KARIM, let me just take a screenshot of it and then save it. I'm going to copy it later. I said, no, absolutely no. Even if it was, oh, but it's just for 5 minutes. I don't care. I'm so paranoid. What if a split second?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Right.
And if you want to have a tip from me, you can also onboard new people by showing them like how to download, create the 24 words, and then they delete and reinstall the app. That before they have anything on it, they already went through the process, like what they need to do when they get a new phone, or if somebody steals their phone or something like that. Yeah, that they already like from the get-go how to handle it. That they already did the process once.
Yes. What people don't realize is actually what I'm already doing. Again, I'm just very, very productive, because I understand the value of systems. That's what I create system. That's why it's easy when it funnels through me. I know how to talk to them. I know what's looking for. Boom, I send the emails. I checked everything, and I make sure, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. To the point where I literally have a whole script. When the people come in, when they're interested, I explain them how it works. Before we even talk about staking, this, that, I say, hey, this is what you got to do to download. This is how you got to do it. Make sure, safely, boom, boom, boom. Some of them are obviously they get it right away. Some of them they don't. I make sure they understand how important that is. And this is what I've said it before. It is our duty when we onboard people to tell them the right way to do the onboard, the right way to say it, because even that little naivety is how they end up having trouble. And then they're going to be like, oh, this doesn't work. Where it's like, no, you should have made sure you onboard them the right way by telling them the security mechanisms that they can do to avoid 99% of the issue. And by the way, it's very simple. When you create systems and they can do the basic thing that we just said, just by using the pen and paper, you're avoiding a lot of friction. You're avoiding a lot of potential hack this, hack that. Because again, we're not experts, so we don't know how smart hacker can be. But I use common sense. If there's no way else my stuff got saved, even temporarily.
Yeah, and also if I have it on a piece of paper written down, I mean, I have documents since over 30 years who weren't hacked or something like that,
exactly.
Documents,
Exactly. So, and we also got to be mindful that, remember, because I'm in the business, so you can't make it so complicated that the normal person, but you know what, KARIM, literally, because I deal with those people every day with customers too. You know what, KARIM, sound like a good idea, but it's too complicated. I don't feel comfortable enough to do it. You know what, forget about it. I'm just going to put my money somewhere else. Like literally, you can lose business just like that. That's why I'm not too big about the hardware. Well, I'm not saying it's not secure. I just understand business. It's not scalable. Not everybody is going to go spend money for that, number one. Number two, knowing how to do it the right way, the connectivity, not losing the key, because there's some security risk against your own self too, right? Because if you do it wrong, if you lose the hardware wallet. So to me, it's not scalable. Old school piece of paper, like my friends, they understand that because they have their securities, private document, passport, like they have their little vault, those things they understand. They can read their own handwriting, and I make sure they write it down.
That's also a good point, actually. Yeah,
because I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to write it down. Yeah, but if you can't read it, now you're back to
last week somebody wrote me, I needed to restore my wallet, and I did it, and it didn't work. But after I changed every 3 to an 8 or something like that, it worked. Man, can you please read your seed phrase a bit better?
And again, public service announcement. If you really, really can, I'm just talking to you already the level of detail that I do with straight up strangers. That's just to show you how much I care. On top of that, my close friend, like the one that I did, the 75K, I drove to his house over an hour, like literally left some of my work because I wanted to make sure he knew how to do it the right way for the security. And that shows kind of like a good customer service. Like, just say, hey, here's the link. You see, that's the reason why people don't realize if you just do here's the link, you're going to be very, very unsuccessful. I hate to break it to people, but that's the truth. And then you're going to think referral doesn't work and then this and that. When in reality, no, you're just being lazy. You need to step up your game. You have to show people that you care. right? If you can't do a promotion or whatever, that's fine. It's not about that. It's about showing people that you care, showing the breakdown. A lot of the people that I talked to, even when they reached out, at first they were very negative. Oh, KARIM, I heard this, I heard that, da, da, da. I sometimes spend 30 minutes. I mean, you see me on Telegram, you see how active I am. 30 minutes just to explain, just to take away the FUD, the nonsense, the misinformation, they're going to take my keys, all the nonsense. And then they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know. And then boom, oh, let's do it. And then I walk them through the process. Or better yet, sometimes they say, oh, wow, just tell me, what do I do? I want to pay my own. And that's fine. So there's many people that ended up buying their own wallet, which is fine. But that 30-minute interaction was the key. That's what I say. We got to be very careful because people watching, they're reading, they're seeing the live stream, and then they hear stuff, they take it for gospel, and they don't understand how valuable it is. The same way they thought, oh, I already have Staker app. What are you talking about? I said, no. And then when they went through the process, and then they get a smart wallet, they're like, yo, this is next level. Can I refer my friend? Can I do X, Y, and Z? And by the way, shout out to Erin. You know what I mean? She started that Twitch. Amazing Hexican. I'm literally coming with a new promotion, and I'm going to name it after her. Not only she was good, she got everything done, but she literally automatically, hey, can I refer my friend because I wanted to get this too and this and that. And then same thing. She went to meet her friend. She broke it down. She explained the math, showed the value of staking, helped the friend be onboarded. Literally, this is the kind of level those are the people that care, that want to make sure it's done right. And when I saw that, and a shout out to Mark too, you know what I mean? They got to do the video. His brother reached out as well, hook him up with a wallet too. Because you have some people that literally reach out, did everything right, but also unfortunately they already had some referrals that they set up with some people. So I didn't want it to make them lose that. So I literally just hooked them up with the wallet regardless. So again, just to show, because again, they tried. I'm a man of action. There's a lot of people that talk, you got to do. But because they were doing it, they were trying to say, oh, KARIM, my bad, this and that. I said, you know what? Because you tried, because you followed all the steps, and because you already started referring other people, it's okay. Just tell me what's the email. I'm going to turn you on. No problem. Mm-hmm. And then you can do that.
So, KARIM, I see you're very, very excited about the Stake app, but Patrick mentioned a really good point. When you write down your seed phrase by pen on paper, I don't like that. I have a sloppy handwriting. I lose the paper. My house gets flooded every day. So when will be the social recovery coming for Stake app? And can you maybe explain what that is?
Alan, still you need to have a seed phrase. Yeah, I mean, okay, you can lose this seed phrase, but
exactly. My house really doesn't get flooded every day. It was just
I get what you're saying. But again, going back a little bit to what Patrick just said, we need to remember, guys, blockchain is still blockchain. Again, we're not walking on water tomorrow, so we need to still apply that common sense. Now, what I would say is this: is focus also on the here and now. It is coming. They will release it. You know, tech takes time. So we just know it's in the pipeline. It's coming from Safe.
Some people do not know what that is. Can you maybe explain?
Well, again, to what I understand, again, no expert here, but to what I understand is basically going to be a recovery mechanism where to use social peers. So let's say, for example, us three, right? It's going to be something where it's like KARIM lost his stuff, but KARIM has, close friends or people that he uses as social recovery partner. It's kind of like a multi-sig wallet almost. So where it's like Abbott agrees, Patrick agree, and the third person agree, and literally, boom, they can recover and reopen the wallet. Now, that being said,
not reopen it. Technically, they put it on a different ownership.
Yes,
also
but it's the same account. But it's the same account.
New seed phrase, and then you have like everything on the new wallet.
Because what you're doing is that there's a dissociation between the address and then the safe itself, the Gnosis safe. So it's kind of like so Abby, look at it like that. It's a reassignment of the safe to a different address. Make sense? So imagine it's kind of like a link. So you have the wallet address, which you see, and then you have the safe. So the safe can be reassigned to another address, a brand new ETH address. And to do that reassignment, those three parties needs to agree. Now, here's the slightly scary part, but it's not really scary, just for you to be aware of. If the three people just agree to recover the thing, whether you disagree or not, they will just recover and they can just get you out.
But you don't need to choose only like family or close friends.
Exactly.
Also choose. So I guess one of the validators would be a possibility to take stake app as a validator or something like that. But
Exactly.
maybe no guarantee. It's
But I need
everything in
people
the
to
future.
understand. I need people to
But
understand
what
that.
what the people need to understand is when you're creating right now such a smart wallet in the stake app, it will automatically update those future features. So
Exactly.
you don't
This
need
is
to
what I use
wait
the Tesla
until
analogy.
they have it. So you can set it up right now, and when they implement new features, your smart wallet address will automatically update as well.
It's like a system update, right? I use the Tesla analogy. I'm going to use it again, right? When I first bought my car and I bought all the option, whatever, but only about 30%, like literally, funny enough, 30% of the functionality was working. The middle screen wasn't turned on yet. The autopilot wasn't on yet. The camera was there, but they were just not working, right? And then boom, the screen got turned on. Boom, oh, you can now stay in the lane. You can now flip a blinker and it switch lane by itself. You can now take exits. You can now navigate, which is what's called navigate on autopilot. So literally it will do everything. So, but I've already spent the money once and I just get the system updates. And this is why I want people to understand. So if you follow those basic perfect strategies that we just talked about, and we talked about earlier in terms of safety, and especially those who want to be and remain anonymous, which means they already know how to do the right thing, then you got all of what you need because it's already fully functional. And then the other people, they just need to be very, very careful. And then, do like Abid said, be careful of flood and this and that. But understand that you only needed to activate the wallet once. When the new stuff comes in, you're just going to get it. It's just going to do more things. So again, going back to making sure we're not accidentally sending the wrong message. People say, oh, I really just want to wait. No, you don't have to wait. It's already working. It's do the right thing. It's just going to be better from there. The same way we were very, very careful with our MetaMask. And then even MetaMask, I remember 2017, MetaMask didn't look the way it looks right now. People forget.
I guess in 2017 there was no MetaMask, wasn't it? My Ether wallet, and then MetaMask came like 2018 or something.
Well, okay, and sorry, when I say end of 2017, anyway, when I first got my MetaMask, so it was really like archaic. It wasn't the way it looked now. It's a little bit more beautiful, things like that. So it just goes to show that things get better over time. But the cool thing with the Sacred app is you won't have to pay twice for that update. So this is why it's very, very important. Just be safe.
Karim, we talked about the social recovery thing, and once you got your smart wallet set, you have new features, right? Can you maybe list those new features? What are those new features, and why is the Staker app superior to other apps?
Perfect. Actually, if you want, I have no problem. I can share my screen right now because I'm very fortunate because my computer is a Chromebook, so it's kind of like an Android. So the Staker app works on my computer.
Yeah, if you don't mind, of course.
That's fine. Hey, no problem.
Sure, go ahead.
So we'll be able to break everything down and show live because people get to see that. And then also Hex clip, if you're watching, you can clip that as well. So people can see. Share screen. Boom.
Awesome.
Apply this. And Chrome tab. Perfect.
And let's go through all the features the Staker app has. I want the people out there to see what you can do with the Staker app that you couldn't be able to do before. Before it was only monitoring your stakes, but now you can really activate and do things with your stakes in the Staker app, right?
Yes, exactly. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I don't know if you can see that when you zoom in version, but zoom in so people can see. Okay, so when you
need to change the tab, I guess, because now we are seeing like ourselves in StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, okay. It's let me see because it's 2 tab. It's a separate. Hold on. Let me see if I can add that. All I gotta do. Oh yeah, I see what I gotta do. Perfect.
Just do your thing. And in the meanwhile, for everybody who is in the chat, also a shout out. Thanks for joining in, and thanks for the active chat who is going on the side here. If you don't have right now, please click the like button and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, so Karim is done.
Can you see now?
I still see like StreamYard.com. So no, I don't see the Staker app. What do I have here?
I'm literally adding the tab, so I don't know why it's not popping up. Hold on 1 second. Because maybe it has to be inside the Chrome. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it needs, because it's just like the Chrome tab what you can show, what I know.
Oh, okay, that's probably okay. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that by moving that share to a new tab. Because I thought it was showing whatever screen is up, so that's why I thought this would be the case.
So at the Odin, Karim said he's using a Chromebook, and that's why he can share the stake app.
Yes, because technically right now it's mainly for on the mobile and then certain like Apple device and stuff. So, but because my Chromebook it's not a regular computer. It act as you can access the Android Play Store, so I can download the stake app directly. It will be coming on PC afterwards, but yeah, just to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody else was asking like when stake app airdrop. Actually, I don't think there will be any airdrop. Maybe they do some marketing in the future, some promo
and it's
things
better on
like
mobile
Karim as well, and there won't be a Hex airdrop or something.
Perfect.
Like that. And it's better that way. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of Chrome tab, I found it. I do application window and I find sticker. So boom, I only share sticker. So you should be able to see it now.
Yes, we see it
now.
now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So let me pull it up so I can see.
Can you zoom in a bit?
Yeah, how do we do the zoom in? Because it's
showing like command and scroll. Yeah.
Command, scroll. Hold on. Let me see. Control.
I'll try command and plus, or maybe the chat knows.
Yeah, maybe they know, because the Chromebook, there's no command. There's Control Alt Shift.
Do you have like a touchpad? Because then you can just if you have a touchpad, you know.
Yeah, no, I did it with the touchpad, but it's still not zooming in.
But it's big enough. Actually, it's big enough like this. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, because I'm gonna focus on it. So on here, the cool thing is when you do this, obviously you see things from the profile. So from the home page, the first thing I want people to see is that you can connect multiple wallets. Okay, so I have the Dream account here connected on the profile, and I also have the Staker app wallet that I've already purchased that's connected too, which is the reason why the duration here is cut in half, because what it does is that it takes all the wallets and then basically divide that duration. So most of everything stake, it's on the Dream account, and then the other one doesn't have any stake, it's just there. So, but just to make a point so people don't panic, it's now 6.28. It's almost 13 years. And as you can see here, the minimum stake here is 10 years, all the way down to 15 years. So that's why, as you can see, if you touch any of those, it just nukes the account. So back to here on there, which is amazing, is that you can see here on the top corner how many wallets you have connected, which is also cool. And then now from the menu section, which is key, when you click wallet, it will bring you to your wallet, or you're going to see on the bottom. So we'll click that here, and you get to see the legacy, which is the Dream account from the MetaMask is connected here, and you can add as many.
Yeah, you see like this your smart wallet address, and you see like the other addresses
exactly.
Connected. Yeah.
So for all the OG out there that already have a MetaMask, no problem. You can just put it in here, add as many as you have, and you can see them all in once. So that's why
you can see your whole portfolio combined together. It's
exactly. That's why it says MetaMask Legacy, and which is what the average person, when they first download the app, that's what they see, and they think they have staker, but they don't. And over here, what they see is a message that say, "Hey, we'll turn you on in a couple of weeks" or something like that. It's not.
Want to hear a funny comment? Want to hear a funny comment? Crypto 303 says, when Heidi Klum sees Karim's T-shares, she wants to marry him.
Oh my goodness. That's funny. That's a good one. So as you can see here, nice, blue and sleek. So you have the easy copy function here to copy the address. So let's say, for example, you're onboarding somebody, he bought money, Ethereum on the exchange. By just using the copy function, they can, know where to send the money. So it shows up directly here, which will be showing up here. And it supports, obviously, all the key stuff that we use, which is Hex, ETH, and then USD, because, again, it's an ETH address, right? So you have deposit, which you can do also to the QR code, or you can do through the copy function, like I just mentioned, right? So you have two ways to do it. You have the send function, which is literally just like you would usually do on Go.Hex, but it's all in ones. So imagine you do that all down on your phone. what's amazing is as you type in, because I use this for the promotion, I put 55555 in here. So it literally does it automatically for you in US dollar term, which is great. You put the address where you want to send it to. And my personal favorite, Patrick, you get to choose how
here,
you want the fee.
how you want to pay the fees. USDC is also an option. Okay, nice.
Exactly. You see, nowhere else you get that. So you can pay in ETH, you can pay in HEX, or you can pay in USD, whatever balance that you have, which is amazing. So let's say you want to convert your entire Ethereum stack and you have some USDC lying around, you can just use that for the fee. So it makes it super easier for that. And it's
actually,
not
I have that. So I have the USDC laying around exactly.
There you go. See, super easy. Same thing with the swapping, which is, one of my favorite things too. You can do ETH, you can do HEX, you can do USDC, all those three rotating. And same thing.
Like my fiat transaction, can I do it like here in the stake app as well? Like I have I have my smart wallet address and like, okay, you're coming to that part of it.
Yes, we'll come to that part. So that's already in the app. So you got the ETH, you got the USDC, or you have regular X. You can use same thing. You can choose the fee on whatever. And again, they use One Nation Exchange, which is great because most often than not, you get better rate over there because as an aggregator, which is great. Very efficient and trying to get you the lowest gas fees possible. And then my personal favorite, when you have money already sit in, you see on the top right, you will see, I'll say bottom right, you will see stake. This is where you go to stake. Now, this is where, to me, Staker app is really next level in terms of advance of its time because you cannot do that anywhere else that I've seen. You cannot do that on Go.Hex. You can, and this is important to today's time because in today's time, people worried about fees and stuff. This is something that's really, really cool. So let's say I want to do, the 55555, right? Which is what the promotion was about. So it's roughly showing over here, right? 564. And let's say I want to stake for the max. So what's pretty cool is that it calculates already in USD, what the value is going to be by the year 15. And it just focuses on just being conservative. It's just losing at whatever the price of the token is today, okay, with the current kind of APY. So which means if the price of HEX goes up 100x by year 15, that means that $564 stake turns into, you had 20 here, $350,000, which will be pretty awesome, right? So all that is calculated effortlessly, and you can do what's called multi-stake. So what's amazing about that is that you're paying the fee only once, but then multiple stakes gonna be set up. So you can
it's cheaper compared to just
exactly
stake by stake. So
yeah, not only is cheaper, but on top of that, it's also very, very efficient, easygoing. Again, it's about onboarding. It's about easy process, making it simple for people.
Exactly, because for example, that the audience just know when I did my personal staking, there was no calendar function back in the day on GoHex.com, so I needed to write down my own Excel sheet that I don't mess up with the day numbers, that I have it like in a good order. And I did it one by one. So I needed like 20 hours to do my whole staking letter.
Tell me about it. That's crazy.
And so at this point, I want to mention that with Staker app, you can not lose your fees because your transaction will always go through. With MetaMask, sometimes you choose something wrong.
That was the next point. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain it.
No, very, very well said. This is a hidden pumpamental already right there that you just said. People forget. Sometimes you send the money for the gas fee. The transaction failed. They still take the gas fee. And it's funny because it has happened to me many times. And again, $20, $30, this and that. It's very frustrating. With Staker app, when it goes, it goes. They guarantee you, which is the key, that the transaction will go, so you won't have to worry about it. So however many times, if they have to redo it, they're not going to charge you the fee twice. So that's another hidden, very powerful thing. You know it's going through. You don't have to worry about it. And for the multi-stake, what's happening in this example here, if you do on the monthly, right, over 1 year, you see here it says 12 stakes. So he breaks it down for you, what is going to be, what each stake is going to be, and what the payout is going to be. So the calculator computes all of that for you. Same thing if I say, hey, let's do it over 10 years, example. Boom, it's 120 stakes because, again, I'm doing on the monthly hypothetically.
So for the audience, did you see like how this payout estimate changed now? because at first it was like $40-something, and now it made like nearly a 20x to 832.
Exactly, because it's 10 years, and then even better yet, when you go 15, my favorite, right? It does even more, 1.4K. And this is where it gets really cool. The power of longer pays better, right? 15 years, monthly stake, it's about roughly 180. But then you can switch that to yearly. So now it's only 15 stake because it's once
And
every
you saw again how the number increased because of bigger pays better. And additionally, you need to pay less fees in the future because you only need to pay a fee once a year.
Absolutely. And once again, you get to choose how you want to pay the fee. Again, so underrated. Even when you stake, you can use all of your HEX, and then you can use ETH or USDC for payment, or you can even use the HEX itself. It's up to you. But the cool thing is you always have options, which is really, really powerful. And this is kind of how I show people about why, again, this is a no-brainer. So, but you also get to see how you can set it up automatic ladder, which is awesome. Or if you, to use Patrick's word, if you go back to single, when you do a 15-year on a single, obviously you're going to see the number go up again because it's on the one-time stake. So now it's the 3,000 because, all in once, because you get the bonus.
Yeah, because at first you choose like yearly. So like 1/15 of the whole amount is just for 1 year, and the next 15th is for 2 years, and so on and so far. So if you put the whole amount for the maximum length, of course.
Yep. And then just to do a mock, just to show, the next step is then you will hit review, right? And then you will wait when they basically prepare the transaction. The cool thing is that, especially on the mobile, because my screen is very big, obviously, but on the mobile, you will see this very center. And then there's a really cool, Albert Einstein quote right there. See, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. So it's like, while you're waiting, it's faster when you do on the phone. They prepare the transaction, and depending on the wait time on the network or whatever, you will just wait. It generates the transaction. When the transaction is generated, it will literally tell you what the network fee is for the transaction to go through, what the staker fee is, and basically you will swipe to confirm. And when you confirm, boom, you're ready to go. And again, transaction never fails because they ensure of it. So it's all done perfectly, all in the background, and you just swipe of a button and that's it. This is literally how awesome simple this is. And in terms of the fee, again, the fee is only 2%, and it maxes at 200 because, again, like my friend example, the more money you're moving, obviously, or swapping or staking, the more that 2% could be. But there's a cap. For those who haven't read the article, again, everybody that reached out to me that were asking, hey, how does it work? This and that, I always refer them to that, I think it's Medium or something, the article that the team created.
Yeah, I know which article you're talking about, and this would also be like our next question. Like, does these awesome features need to come with a fee usually? So, what are the fees with StakeApp, and what are the possibilities like to re-earn them or to get them back?
Yes, and again, they're coming up with, again, so new, because they're going to come up with much more in the future, game theory and certain things like that. But as of right now, if I were to recap some of the key functions, which I've already talked to the people that reach out to me, is number one, right, ease of use, which is very, very important, as you know, because it's a one-stop shop that you get to do everything all at once, right? Number two is that in terms of the fee, like Abid perfectly mentioned, once you swipe, it's guaranteed to go through. You won't have to pay multiple for the same transaction that did not go through for whatever reason. That is a huge peace of mind in itself. That is amazing.
Again, another question, like for the staking ladder, can I just choose like do yearly and for the next 15 years? Or can I also choose like the specific date when the first stake should end? That I can make like a yearly
question.
ladder?
To my understanding, because again, it follows a mathematical formula, you cannot choose the exact date because it matches it to create.
Like the first date. If I say like do yearly ladder, but start at the 6th of June.
I see what you're saying.
Because like the 6th of June is, for example, a birthday, and I want to.
That is a great question. I think the best thing, which is they have a form when you can like submit potential features or things you would like to see. So I highly recommend you do that, because that will be a potential great feature. Because as of right now, to my understanding, it starts from the day of the stake, because that's what the computer does. So let's say if it's a 15-year stake once per year, today is the first day. Make sense? So to do what you're requesting, we might have to have.
I guess tomorrow would be the first day, yeah, because today is the pending day.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, pending, and then you'll roll. But then the cool convenience is that from the moment you're ready to stake, it's 1 year from here, and then boom, 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 boom. Make sense? So the fact of be able to change the start date, because I think that's what you're talking about, that probably could be a feature that comes in the future. But as of right now, to my understanding, it's based on when you're starting to stake, the same way you get to pick the duration and stuff like that. So
yeah. And another nice little thing would be like instead of just monthly and yearly, to put quarterly, half every 6 months, and every 5 years as well. Because one of my recommendations is for the people with lower volume to save in fees, that they split up their, let's say, 60,000 hex in total into 3 stakes: 5-year, 10-year, 15-year. And after 5 years, you can restake your principal for another 15 years. Just take the interest. And if your first stake after 5 years, you're already making like a 3x, so you can.
Exactly, but also, which is important, we don't want to create kind of like redundancy or something that can easily be done. So, for example, the simple fact that you get to choose the frequency between the monthly and the yearly, and then also choose if you want to do it in a 1 year, 5 year, or 15 years. That covers already a lot of the spectrum. If somebody wants to do a custom stake, that's what I will call this, what you're talking about. It's better off to just do, hey, this is this amount of hex. I want to stake for this amount of years. So then you do one big chunk, 5 years, one big chunk, 7, one big chunk. It's better off to do one and one like that. The power of the ladder is that you take the whole amount that you want, and then he just spreads it for you. Like I did from one of my friends, he wanted to stake 10 grand. So we just took it, spread it equally, and then boom, he had it on the 15-year for 1 year each. So it's one of those things. You're better off
one little detailed question. So for the end here, when I put monthly, is it like automatically always, because today is the 15th, is it then automatically always the 15th, or is it like every?
I think it goes. I will have to double check with Firebond, but my educated guess is it calculates based on days, so he just picks the days. But it could be based on the 15th. That I don't know for sure. That's the right answer. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm thinking the computer just do it based on every 30 days. Boom, 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 irrespective of what day that is, because again, over many years, it could be the 15 and then you end up being the 13 or the 14.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that.
So
because
I think, again, my educated guess is based on number of days, but we can always double check with Firebond and Steph to tell us how the thing works. But that's a great question.
No problem. Yeah.
Now,
since you have the screen share still on, we talked about the fees, the Staker app, because all of the great features, there have to be fees. And Patrick told us a great story how to avoid those fees, or maybe how to earn back those fees. Patrick, can you maybe explain how somebody could earn back their fees they paid? And then KARIM, can you explain how the referral system works and maybe show it on the screen share as well?
Yes. So again, there's still a lot of speculation in terms of like what's come next. I just have an idea what the vision is. More details will be released as they go. But again, people need to remember, Steph was the one that came up with the game theory about the fish and everything like that. So I just know from him that more of that is definitely coming, because if people interact with the app, do staking and stuff like that, there's going to be more interaction, competition, things like that, to help people earn some of that back. So again, I do not know the details on like that, but my common sense knows that this is what comes next after we do a lot more onboarding. Makes sense? Now, in terms of the
actually, the short answer to this, what we thought you will give us is, just refer 3 friends, with your ref ID, and then you can earn back the fees you might.
Which is what I was about to show here next. So this is the tab here on referral, and again, very important. they have to make sure that they do the onboarding correctly. That is important because the referral is set once and it's set by the email that you're signing. So it's very important that you tell your friend, or you help your friend, as you should, do the onboarding so they don't accidentally just forget to click your link, download the app and whatever, because you won't be referred. You have to make sure that it's done correctly. So for example, you got to make sure they click your link, that they get it, installed, and then they use an email address that's not already in the system. So example, if, oh, Kareem, I already downloaded the Staker app, blah, 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 I'm waiting or whatever, then they're going to have to basically re-download it by using your link. So the cookie goes in. And then once it's re-downloaded, they have to use that's the key. They have to use a different email address. So if, for example, email A was already connected to a smart wallet request that's not yours, then they have to use email B after re-downloading the thing, just so that it connects, so that once you like me or whatever, help them out or whatever, help them pay for the thing, that is connected, because once it's connected, you will be able to see them in your referral list. Make sense? Like here, do you see this? It will pop up here. Now, they're going to make it better. This is just, it doesn't track the amount and all that stuff, but at least it creates the ref IDs. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know it's working, because what I don't want is people sadly, think that everything is referred and then it's not, and then they get upset and things like that. But again, we're people taking action. We're not making excuses. You have to make sure the onboarding is done correctly. So if they tell you, I already have the Staker app downloaded, they may have to re-download it, because they have to click your link so that the thing gets connected. And then the key is they cannot use an old email that they already use, that was already connected to a smart wallet. They have to use a new email. Once that new email is connected and everything's cool, then it will pop up here. Okay. And again, more UI stuff going to be done, optimization. But right now, it's only important to know that the ref ID is created. That's all you care about. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, I want to explain what you see here, because there's a little misconception. And again, they're going to be changing the wording soon, which is great, because when people say, oh, 20%, no. The fee of the app is only 2%. Now, inside that 2%, you as the referral, you will get up to 20% of that. Make sense? So some people get it wrong. They think, oh, it's 20%. No. It's the fee is only 2%, which the entire app gets for doing all the stuff that they do. And inside that 2%, you as the referral, for the people that you referred, you will get up to 20%. This is why I say this is a long-term game. Just
exactly. So just to make a quick example, so if your friend wants to stake $1,000 worth of HEX, 2% of that would be $20, and your 20% of those $20 would be $4 for you.
Exactly. Something like that. And again, they're going to be releasing more details about how it works, tier system, stuff like that. And again, it says up to 20%, which means you might not start at 20%. Makes sense? Like, again, I don't know. All I know is that more information is going to be generated. But let's say in the best case scenario, it's exactly what you just said. Because again, I understand the wording as, you see, up to. So I don't know if that's the default or whatever. But again, I know that they're working very, very hard, and more information is going to be given in. And if you understand the value of long term, like I told many times before, people need to stop operating out of scarcity and understand the real value of abundance long term. And I use my friend as a perfect example, because guess what? Forget the referral fee. The fact that he got in smooth, everything's great. It was my first referral that I personally did. Well, we moved the price 10%. And guess what? That helped everybody. It created a big pump. So that will be, so people need to understand and focus on the big picture, because that will reward the entire community more than any referral will ever do. Again,
Karim, I guess I looked up a ETH address the other day, which was one of your refers, because it was exactly with 2 million HEX, and nicely lettered, so it looked exactly like your dream account. So I guess this guy.
But again, you know me. That's the key, man. That's the key. I'm a man of action, and more importantly, I do what I preach, right? This is important, because people need to understand and see the value and think long term. And then you can also say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Again, you're not out there over trying to convince people this and that. No, you just said, this is how I work. This is how easy it is. Look how good it looks, sleek. And this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, you can do the same. When you operate like that, it's unbelievably better compared to just like, trying all kinds of weird stuff. So that's important. And then you can show and you can.
Karim, there is a question in the chat. You get a percentage of your friends' future rewards, right?
No, it's only based on the fee.
Misconception, I guess. It's not the case.
No, it's not the case. It's only based on the fee. Again, when you do the swapping and you get to the review page, it tells you what the fee is for the app, right? It's based on that. Those are one and done. So for example, like every action, right? You have the start, or let's say for staking, right? You have the start stake and you have the end stake. So it's only one at the beginning, one at the end. Anything in between, the compounding, the interest, the money made by the friend, that's 100% theirs. Okay. And the maximum amount, which is important because obviously, like I onboard a lot of people, they realize how valuable the account can be many, many years from now when they end stake. It's capped at $200. Like, again, my friend, literally, before we got refunded, every tentative of big amount, even the swap, they were already, because if you're swapping more than $20,000, you already hit that 2% limit of the $200. Make sense? So let's say you end stake something massive.
Actually, over $10,000, no? Because 2% of $10,000 are 200.
Exactly. Perfect. And that makes perfect sense because we were doing minimum.
Yes.
Yeah. So it goes to show, let's say years from now, the friend end stake and the stake is worth 50 grand, whatever. It will only just be $200. That's the max. That's why I said that is important. And you have a guarantee that it will go through, which is key because guess what? Who knows what other fees can be? Years from now, hopefully less. But you have a guarantee that your procedure won't fail. You have a guarantee what the amount is going to be charged to you maximum because there's a staker fee maximum. So that's it. So only at the start of the stake and at the end of the stake. That's it. Anything in between, that's 100% profit for your friends.
Cool. So actually, I don't have any more questions for you. Ellen, anything to sum up? Anything like last words? Any more questions?
Perfect. Yeah. So the last
you said.
Let me go back to this.
Karim, you said that Steph and Firebun, they have a form you can fill in if you have requests for more features. But I want to ask you, what would be a feature that you would like to see on the Stake app in the future? I mean.
Well, in the future, in the ideal scenario, be able to, like, that would be a dream, right? Just put the debit card, the onboarding, which is the last thing. I'm sorry, I didn't get to show. Let me just share about the screen one more time. Sorry. Or am I still sharing?
Yep, you are already sharing.
As of here right now, what's happening in here is that for the funding, you go here. Those are the three options, which is great. And then let's say this is the recommended one from Ramp. You click that, and then it pops up a link, like a new browser, and then that's when you can go and make the payment. It's kind of like Wire inside the MetaMask. Ideally, for me, just for smoothness, if it will be a built-in function directly where you can just kind of link your card and then directly, just kind of like certain app does in the App Store. To me,
yes, but this will involve like a lot of costs because also if you are directly buying cryptocurrencies directly with your credit card, it's mostly at least 5, usually 10% fee involved.
Gotcha. And again, I've been asking
I'm also saying, people right now, if you want to store your cryptos on your own wallet, then please use the Ramp network because with a usual exchange, you have some larger steps to take for the KYC. Lots of times they block your money at first, so you can't withdraw the ETH afterwards, or it comes with a huge fee to withdraw it to your own wallet.
Exactly.
For example, I was also recommending Bitstamp, like Richard did in the past as well. But at first, they had 1,000th of Ethereum to withdraw, like when Ethereum was $300, $400, so pretty okay, Then they increased it 5,000% to 0.05 to 500ths of ETH, and right now they are like at the 400ths of ETH. Just to withdraw it on your own wallet, and that's why I don't.
This is why I recommend Gemini, because the withdrawal is free, especially if you do big amount. All you pay is just the regular transaction fee, whatever, when you move from dollar to the crypto. But then your first 30 transfer out of the exchange per month is free. This is amazing. So the action of taking the money out to move into the staker wallet address, which is what we did, was basically free. Make sense? So that's why my recommendation is
and
always
also with the ramp network, it's also basically free. So they have a really good spot price, they have really good fee structure, and they send your Ethereum directly on the
directly, exactly. And the simplest way to look at it is it's like this. It's a game of percentage. Like I've done with my friend, even with when we talk about Gemini. I said this: if you're moving $1,000 or less than $2,000-$3,000, I will usually say, hey, do something like ramp, do something like
sure, yeah, but with 75 you need
exactly.
a exchange.
Because the fee is less. The moment you start to move, to me, $3,000+, it start to make sense to pay the wire fee in terms of wire transaction, because it's $30 at the bank, but that $30 will cost less than if you were to do the wire stuff, and you still get the money directly to buy the crypto and use that day. That's the key, because some people are going to jump and say, oh, but Karim, I can do an EFT transfer for free, blah, blah, blah. No. You get an instant credit. You can buy the crypto, but you have to wait 2 to 3 business days before you can withdraw the money out, which is, as you know, in crypto, 3 days could be dangerous. Something can happen. So that's why I always use,
especially if you are continuing onboarding,
Exactly. So I give those 2 methodology so they understand what's the best. And then the moment they get to stake your app, it gets beautiful, because they can literally just do everything from there, which is really, really cool. And this is why I'm going to make another announcement here, which is important, right? Hex Clip, get this. And this is why, in honor to her, because she's so awesome, I'm going to call it the Aaron Referral Program. So to continue to what we're doing and what's been happening is I'm going to continue the wallet referral, which is going to be awesome. So what it is that you can still hit the link, download the app, and then, Karim will basically pay for your wallet. You're going to be up and running, ready to go. And the cool thing about, the Aaron Referral Program is, let's say, this is where it gets very powerful. Let's say it's your referral and you want them to use your link. That's fine. You can do that as well. You talk to me via DM. I'm going to get that person turned on. That is your referral. Keyword, your referral. I'm going to get them turned on. You're going to follow up with them. And you have to make sure, this is the key, you have to make sure that they do a stake, right? They do that stake, that they actually use the wallet. Because remember, I'm a businessman. It's cost of acquisition, cost of operation. This is when I really, really urge and want you to tap into that higher power. Your community member, your social skills are important. Don't make somebody waste money for you to get a free wallet for your friend, your referral ID, and they don't use it, because that is a waste of money. And those who do it right way, guess what? It never ends. Meaning, it's kind of like a social contract. You got a referral. I onboard it for you. It's your ref ID. Boom. They do a stake. They do a nice big stake, especially long term, or kind of like with a hoodie. Guess what? You get a new one for free. Meaning, if you got a second person and we can track that the first person actually did a stake and he went through the system, you get another one for free. And then we'll do it like that. And another one, and another one, and another. And you can become unlimited, keyword, unlimited referral. No problem. I got you. The key is the wallet has to be used. And this is the key. Just kind of like a sequence, the suites. You can't get to referral 2 until referral 1 do a stake, because we're not here wasting money. The good news is
awesome.
Cool.
You get to actually onboard somebody with your ref link. That's the key. Because I'm going to go get my own referrals. I got my own friends. I'm going to talk to them. Again, I want the onboarding. I want action. I want people to understand this is the part where everything is great. It's all kumbaya. But unless we take more action, it's not just going to happen by itself. So I want to remove all the excuses. All this, the gas price, the fee, the wallet. No. Karim, just remove all the excuses. You can do your own referral. But I'm going to be tracking you. And I told Fireban, I'm going to be the one sending the emails to make sure that those are the ones that get turned on, because I'm going to track and I'm going to keep you accountable, right? It's about accountability partners. You got a referral? Boom. Let's watch it. Let's do a stake screenshot. We'll verify on the blockchain. Okay, cool. You get another one. and another one. But you won't get the next one until the previous one has done a stake that's used, that the wallet is being used, that is not, we're not just paying for stuff that's not being used.
So a shout out for all the people out there who try to earn some money on the side. If you need a new possibility of opening up your own business, you have a great networker, a great salesperson here, and he is offering you that he works together with you without any risk involved for you to be able to set up a new business model, a new stream of income for you.
Exactly.
That's
so
great, Karim. Thanks a lot.
Yep, you're very welcome. And the key is accountability. We're checking, we're making things cool. It's being used. Boom. We'll bring it to mass adoption faster. And guess what? Everybody wins. That's the key. And then we're removing the excuses, and we remove
the referral program of the stake app is not like like bad referral programs, which are a lot of out there on the market. It's a really balanced ref system, because what the user or the client is paying on a fee, they get more features for that.
So much value.
The referee still gets a decent fraction of this money, not that much, not that less.
Exactly. And it's only one level. There's no MLM here. Very, very important. Exactly. And like Abid said, just the value of guaranteeing your transaction going through, that is huge, huge. Because sometimes you can pay a $30, $40 transaction fee and then it fails and you just want to cry almost. You're like, oh man, because in terms of percentage, it's like now you're doing double and you paid $30 transaction fee twice. So you get that,
or maybe you put it at too less of a fee, so you lost $30 and then you still pay $40.
Exactly, because again, see, so funny because you try to be cheap. Again, you're trying to operate out of scarcity instead of abundance, and then you get punished. So it's the funniest thing. And now we're removing all of that. It's all in one. You can do the multi-stake. It's smooth. I kid you not, the messages that I get, all the thank yous, like 50, almost everybody was like, yo, thank you so much for doing this, and that. That's why some people even felt bad, say, you know what, I'm going to buy my own hoodie or this or that, keep up the good work, blah, blah, blah. And then that's why I wanted to call it the Aaron referral system, because she literally just said, hey, Karim, I got my friend. Can she benefit? I said, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then she went out of her own way. I didn't have to. She made sure. She drove. She went to see her friend. She sat there down. She did have two friends, actually. Did everything, educate them, show them how to stake, show them how to securely, the private key, all of that stuff. And then she put it a really nice thing on Twitter. She did her first 555 stakes. Everything is just great. So that's what we're talking about. People that take advantage of the opportunity, people that take actions and understand what's been given. So that way we all just grow, right? So this is the key. And everybody wins.
Yeah,
awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Karim. You are doing an awesome job, and I may have to, pick you up on this referral thing there. Maybe we will work together in the future.
Please do, by all means, and you're gonna see how thankful your friends are gonna be, and everybody wins. You just gotta keep accountable, understand that money is being spent to get this thing activated. So we're just kindly asking that people are just being wise with that. And the cool thing is you can do it one at a time. There's no rush. I love grassroots. Again, I'm on the field. That's what I do. People don't, it's like the famous quote, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can accomplish in 10 years. What does that mean also is like, imagine you focus and you refer one person a day. That's 30 by the end of the month. Makes sense? Like, you don't see how powerful it is. You don't need to be all over the place. And if you have multiple people you're talking to and some are flaky and this and that, just remember that money is being spent. So say, you know what, this guy's not ready. This person is not.
And it's so much more honorable if like everybody of your group earns money, and you are not earning your money on the back of your people,
Exactly, because we're not a Ponzi, and more importantly, you're also making sure that the money is being well spent, because you know the person in your community that is spending the money to make this happen. So you can't,
and you make sure that they don't make any errors when it comes to the crypto market, and so many people are doing or did a lot of errors when it comes to the crypto market, because there are like studies who are saying that 20% of all Bitcoin is already lost forever.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful when it comes to security. Take the time, take somebody you already know who is already doing that stuff, and then you won't have any problems and can earn this juicy trustless interest what we have in Hex.
Absolutely. And again, I love one-on-one. Do one-on-one onboarding in the beginning if you have to. And when I say one-on-one, it can also be virtual. You can hop on a stream with your friends, on the phone call or whatever. Hey, step one, they're going to appreciate it. They're going to see the care. If I can talk to 50 people and most of them were quote unquote stranger at first or community members and still be able to explain it one at a time, you can do it too. It's not that hard. You just need to care enough, make sure they do it safely. And because they're so appreciative, now they want to get involved more. Now they also want to share the world and things like that, and then spread the word. So this is what this is about. This is how we grow organically. Again, just like when I had with Tesla way back when they launched their referral program, people were laughing at them. Oh, this and that. You know, you refer 4 or 5 people, you get a set of free rims, and then you get to 25. You get a new Tesla. People were laughing. Well, guess what? Some people got the free Tesla. They went and they referred 25 people. It took some time, one at a time. The same way I refer 5 people. I literally say, hey, this is my car. It's great. But they were interested. I say, hey, listen, I get free unlimited charge. I got 5 people I can give. If you're interested, you ever want to buy a Model S or X, boom, let me know. Boom, I send you my link and then you use it and then you get the benefit. Because when it's done correctly, a good value system, referral will always work. That's the difference between the salespeople and the crooks and then the professionals. The professional gives you such a good deal that when you look at it, you can't come up with an excuse because we're removing the excuse. Oh, yeah, it's the fee. Oh, well, okay. It's the no. Okay. There's no. You're getting an awesome wallet, amazing features, which can save you money long term. Because again, we're not traders, we're stakers. That's the whole point. So it just works out. It's smooth. It's on their phone. Blah blah blah. So now I bring even the Aaron referral system to say, hey, even if it's your referral link, I'm gonna help you out. But all you gotta do, you gotta make sure they do that stake, especially the long-term stake, because then you know the wallet is being used. They're not just wasting time. So we can mathematically recoup some of the investment being made, because I've talked to some OG Hexicans that see the work that I've done, and now they want to talk about helping out and potentially chipping in as well. Again, I didn't ask; they one that offered, which is great. So this is the new concept that I came up with, because again, I spend a lot of time and energy to think about those things, because if the math makes sense and you understand network effect, we all benefit. But we don't want to waste money either. See, that's the secret with us. We're not just crypto people; we're business people too. We do this on a daily basis. We don't just waste money.
Awesome. So, KARIM, if you have anything else to add in the end, I don't have any more questions. When I look at the chat, it looks like that we already talked about all the questions they had as well. Alan, I guess you also don't have to add something, or do you have to add something?
No, nothing to add. I think KARIM said it all. Thanks for everything you do. Your energy is just on fire every time we have you here. So we will have you back anytime soon. You have to present something to us. So please come back, I say.
Exactly. All so right. If you want, KARIM, we can go on for another 10 hours, because we like to listen to your positive energy.
I know, right? It will be awesome.
But I guess you still have to onboard more people today.
Exactly. See, being action, that's what I'm going back to do. And this last 2 minutes, I just want to, again, spend the time to acknowledge the work that you guys are doing. Thanks for the invite on the platform. And also staying curious. This is the biggest message I want to leave everybody on. Stay curious. Be very careful about misconception. You hear something that sounds weird or whatever, ask around, reach out, talk to me if you have to, from the whole smile, because a lot of the time, again, we're selling ourselves too short and locking away from an opportunity. And we got to be very careful about not being overly negative, thinking about solutions, not just dwelling on the problem.
Like also with the fee topic, you will see it. I already went through it back in August last year, because like in the last 2 weeks of August, first week of September, we had like this spike in the fees, but after 3 weeks it was okay again. 3 weeks, guys, 3 weeks. That's nothing in terms of
Yes,
long.
and also people need to understand the reason why I like to focus on solution is that when they understand that the stake is literally one and done, it's truly a hidden fundamental for Hex, because all those other protocols out there, I'm not going to say any names, but the whole point is they like you to bounce around, swipe here, swipe there, $100 fee, interest over there. This is how they can do those crazy airdrops and give all the money. People don't understand. The goal is to create activity. They literally can do the airdrop, and in a week they get all the money back just in fees, because they make you dance around. You don't understand. You're losing money. You're not,
because there are also like some inefficient smart contracts on the market.
Don't even get me started. I contracts out there, $150, $300 fee, gas fee. It's insane. So imagine that we don't have to worry about that with Hex. It's one and done. And again, more importantly, it's not about you. It's about your friend. Imagine the great opportunity. Imagine you could get your friends now instead of waiting for the fee to come down, which, by the way, which might not, because if Ethereum when Ethereum continue to go up, fees going to go up too. So it's like you're going to see that cyclical recurring theme. Every time it gets busy, the fee goes up because it's a math equation. So that way I can say that this thing is not going away in terms of you're going to see it periodically. So I always focus on, hey, what's a long-term solution? And this is why getting people set up, one-time fee, let the thing compound. Within a couple of weeks, I mean, the fee pay for itself. I mean, that's the key. That's really the key.
Exactly.
Tell us
go ahead.
Our viewers, where can our viewers find you? What is your Twitter? What is your YouTube? You don't have one, but you need to have a YouTube channel your own.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just so busy. Like right now, I got to get off the call and then go talk to a client. That's why. But again, I think we this is the time. I'll leave people with this. This is the time for action. We're very fortunate. There's almost a Hexican doing a stream 24 hours. We're covering we got it. Like this is where people know.
Especially on the weekend, it's like
our community is solid. The people come, when they come, they stay because we know how to educate. We're solid. But this is the time for action. And I'm more useful to the community being out there on the field, doing what I do, doing my work, onboarding people, creating awesome promotion, stuff like that I can think of that can be great. And I can leverage great platform like you guys that's already there, different time zone. So I can just be invited, come on board, spread the message, and the word gets done. And every now and then, like now once a week, maybe on Tuesday, I'm going to be talking with Wells again to some math and stuff like that. But now is the time to action. We need to be productive and we need to create systems, which is why by creating this referral program, the Aaron referral program, this is my way to duplicate myself, to create system, to remove the excuse where it's like, okay, I'm not as cool as KARIM. I don't have the network. I don't have the people that make a lot of money that I can go refer. Guess what? I'm paying your goddamn wallet now. Now what's your excuse? You got no excuse. Now it's time for action to be out there talking to people one a day. Like I used to do in sales. One a day keeps the doctor away, right? It's like eating that one apple, staying healthy, staying consistent. True success is long term. It's not you were a hot guy for a year, you make that six-figure once, and then you disappear. No, can you be consistent? And this is the mechanism that's going to help the entire community, not just me, because I understand the math and the network effect will all benefit because the community grow. And that is the key. So you can find me on Twitter. The easiest way, literally, thanks to Matty Allen, you type stakerclass.com. When you type that in, it literally routes you to my Twitter. It's a link. So stakerclass.com, or it's at your magic, which you can see on Twitter. But literally, you pop up a browser or your phone and you type in just stakerclass, one word, stakerclass.com.
Like this?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just double check here just to make sure. Yep, that is the one. Yep, stakerclass.com. And you literally route you to the Twitter. So you type that in, boom, it gets to the Twitter. From then, this is the only link I have, which is just the Staker app for those who want to use that invite, boom, 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 or those who want to use their own referral link, whatever it may be. But if you're brand new and you want to do what I just mentioned and you want to become, like Patrick said, make it a stream of income, which is amazing, and you don't have a wallet yet, well, guess what? First, get your Staker app from me. We'll get it set up. Reach out to me on Telegram. I'll help you do the process. We'll get you turned on. You got to do the stake, even you, Because again, it's about validity. How are you gonna go talk to people, talk about staking, and then you're not staking, right? It's like me, I come here, I talk about dream account, and I don't have a dream account. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Now, obviously, you don't have to do as big as me in terms of amounts, but you gotta show validity. And then when we do your stake and you're good to go, then you say, KARIM, I got a friend, no problem. You do the referral, you have them download the app, you have them do all the process, signing, request the smart wallet. And when that step is done, all you have to do, you, not the friend, you reach out to me again, KARIM, this is my friend, this is the email address, boom. I go talk to Firebond, we'll get you on, get back to you, your friend is ready to go. And then you walk your friend to the steps, you walk your friend doing the staking, everything's cool. And guess what? If you can prove it and you can do a screenshot or whatever, prove on the blockchain, your friend did the stake and it's there, we can see it. Guess what? You automatically get another free wallet. Automatically. And limited. As long as every time we verify, we'll just keep rolling. So when you get to 5 and you want to get to 6, we got to make sure that number 5 has done his stake, that is rolling. Then we'll get you to number 6. You can't come
one by one by one.
One by one. You have to make sure, again, those wallets are not free. They cost money. We have to make sure it's done. And what that means is that if you're talking to 5, 10 people, again, math, I'm like a computer, optimization. Oh, yeah. Forget the maybes. Focus on the real people, one at a time. You got 10 friends, 5 maybes, 5 are solid, but 3 are ready to go. Go with the 3, one at a time. Boom. Boom. And then when you convince the maybe to become the real one and they're ready to do it, ready to stay, boom, we get them activated and all that stuff. Because you can do the process and everything, do the referral. But when you're ready to get it activated, that's when you know the friend is ready to stay. Because that's when you're going to send me the email for activation. Do not send me the email for activation if your friend is not ready. Okay, that will be a waste of your time, waste of my time. That needs to be crystal.
Yeah, so your friend needs to write down his memoric phrase first.
Yeah,
you need to explain him the whole security stuff, and then you can write KARIM that your friend is ready to stake, that he just needs the that he already set up the smart wallet address. He just needs to get it delivered, and this is the point where you should talk with KARIM.
And this is the beauty about the system, because you will not get to that message that says wait a couple weeks for activation. You will not get to that point until the seed phrase is securely secure and then put it back in and you did all that verification, that you did all the signing and all that stuff. That's why I love it. That is the last step. So which means you will do everything safely and all that stuff. And when you get to the last step and you know the person is ready to go, that's when you send me the email for the friend. I talk to Firebond, we get you on, boom. Person do his stake, everything. When he's ready and you show proof, you get another one.
Perfect. KARIM, so many thanks for showing up today. It was, again, an awesome and really energized interview with you, like always. We are already looking forward to have you again on the show. And yeah, I hope you can help a lot of no-coiners, a lot of people to get the HEX, to see the beauty of HEX. And other than that, I have nothing to say. Is have a great week and have fun onboarding new people.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
And everybody in the chat, now is the time to like the video. And of course, if you watch the video later on, give us a comment. We will always check in the comments and talk with you guys. And I, for myself, have something excited to tell you guys as well. We love to do this show, but I think I will maybe have to cut down on the show in the future because I have something big going on in the future. So go to my YouTube channel, Abbott_Hex, and check out what there will be in the next week. Something really, really cool. And I hope I can onboard a lot of people with this as well. So on YouTube, Abbott_Hex, and next week you will find really, really cool videos on this YouTube channel.
Awesome. So
okay, I think that's it.
I guess so, yeah. So again, for everybody in the chat, thanks a lot. We will do our next German video on this Thursday evening, Europe time. And yeah, for everybody, have a great week and happy hexing. Goodbye.
Bye.